We are talking about some exciting stuff this morning with Carla White from Law Enforcement Torch Run, which helps Special Olympics. And the first thing we're going to be talking about today is the Polar Plunge that's coming up. How are you doing, Carla?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. So, Reason for a Reason, Polar Plunge for Special Olympics Michigan. There's two of them that you are coordinating.
Yes.
Well, one in Munising, one in Marquette. First one's in Munising. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So it's taking place February 15th at the East Channel Brewing Company. They've been amazing with us. It's during Ice Fest, so there's a lot of people in town. UP 200 we're going through. But we do registration at 1 p.m. right there at the brewery, and we plunge about 2:30. We put up a pool. It's a little bit different than going to the Lake Superior, but it is still just as cold. We put the pool up right in the middle of the street, take the plunge, and then have a big bash afterwards.
Excellent. And then exactly a month after, it comes to the Marquette area.
Yes. Yeah, we'll be out to the North Lodge on March 15th with the registration starting at 2, plunging at 4 at their new event center, and they've been amazing to us every year. And same thing, like we try to raise as much money as we can for Special Olympics.
Right, and it's also just a huge party. I mean, our team goes to to the Marquette one, and it's so much fun. You know, people are dressed up in costumes, everything like that, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we have awards for like the best costume, the best plunge, like how you enter the water, all kinds of fun stuff to give away. Whoever raises the most money, we got some great incentives. We always have some raffles going on. So if you don't want to plunge, like there's ways to donate. We have 2 Chicken to Plunge shirts, and you can still raise the money and earn those incentives that way too.
Right, and like you mentioned, it's all for Special Olympics Michigan. You know, tell me exactly how these funds help Special Olympics.
So the funds that we raise through Polar Plunge throughout the state actually fund our state summer games that are held in Mount Pleasant. So when the areas go, they don't have to pay anything. So the athletes don't pay no money. Their family doesn't pay any money. Our local areas don't have to pay that registration fee. Torch Run covers every fee now for the state summer games. So that's huge. So the money that the local area raises, they get to keep it in the local area because we were able to pay for them to go to the state games.
Right, and speaking of the local athletes, a lot of them take part in the Polar Plunge.
Yes, we have a lot of athletes that actually plunge. So I always say if our athletes can plunge and they raise a ton of money, anybody can plunge. If you can go into Lake Superior in the summer, you can do the Polar Plunge. It's probably the same temperature of water.
Right. And you know, for registration wise, the point is to raise money. So registration's already open and people are starting to raise money, right?
Yep. We've been live since November, but you can register at any time. Even if you don't register online, you can register day of. If you're last minute, like, okay, I'm going to do this, you can absolutely do that. Registering online makes life a little bit easier for me, but we'll take it. You know, when you walk up with some cash, we'll take it.
Yeah, and where can people go to register online?
If you go to plungemi.org, you just go on there and then you find the Munising or the Marquette Plunge, because we have like 25 plunges across the state. Just click on that link and it's super easy.
Excellent. So Munising on February 15th, Marquette March 15th, but in between that time, you have something huge that's going on, correct?
Yeah, I'm actually heading to Italy for the Special Olympics World Games, and I get to represent Michigan's Torch Run program and help run the torch across the country of Italy and into opening ceremonies in Torino. And I get to do a Polar Plunge in Italy. So yeah, I'm a little busy in between there. I'm over there for 3 weeks, but it's going to be an amazing experience. There's 102 countries coming in that are participating with athletes. There's 107 of us in Torch Run that are coming from all over the world. So I mean, I'm going to make some great new friends and see some amazing competitions and an amazing country.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, for you to be chosen for this, how did that work exactly? Were you voted? Where did they nominate you? How did you get picked to be part of this?
So every Torch Run program gets to send one person, and our director of Torch Run picked me. I've been around for like 25 years. Finally, it's been something I've always wanted to do. So like, I'm super excited and like super blessed to he actually picked me to go. So. Yeah, and to represent Michigan and then to represent my department over there is going to be huge.
Exactly. And I think maybe I've seen something online that people can look at for more information about your trip. Is that right? I
do have a fundraising page online for the Polar Plunge in Italy. Okay. But if you follow the the Special Olympics International or the Law Enforcement Torch Run International page, you can follow the whole week, it's actually 2 weeks that we're running across Italy. We'll have videos and all kinds of stuff going on.
Yes, and it sounds like it's going to be an amazing trip, a lot of work.
A lot of work. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy month for me, but it's going to be so worth it.
Yes.
So worth it. And some of the great things that we get to do in Italy that no other final leg has got to do. So it's exciting, and I can't wait.
Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to add, Carla?
No, just, come out during the Plunge in Munising or Marquette, have some fun. Even if you just stand there and watch, like, it's funny. Like, the costumes are amazing. You guys, if you don't win best costume again this year,
I know.
I'm like, you're 2 years running.
Right?
2 years running.
Yes.
So you got your work cut out for you. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we're looking forward to it. Again, Munising is February 15th. Marquette is March 15th. We'll have all those details for you online. Carla, thank you so much, and we hope you have a great time on your trip.
Thank you. I'm sure I will.
Yes, can't wait to see pictures. We'll be right back with more My UP Mornings after the break.